It's your boy, Mr. Never Upload, with his main man, Jacob Harber, skinny penis. What did you do this weekend?
Apparently I top 32 to YCS London. Don't know how, but we did it, so...
And what were you playing?
The good deck.
Right, now, let's have a quick talk about this deck. When did you pick up this deck?
I picked up my double helixes on Friday after deciding I was playing this Thursday night. I did 3 hours of testing on Friday night, and I think I worked out Gofi Resort, and I just left everything else and said I'll get hand trapped anyway, so what's the point?
Right.
Uh,
And what happened round one?
After being there on the Friday and not bothering to pre-reg, got up a bit late, had to go for late registration and missed round one. So you miss round one, so you have to then go and win, and then go like 10-0 against real Yu-Gi-Oh players to get fourth in Swiss and top 32. So that was alright, but
Let's see what you're
it
playing.
was it's a good list. I'm just shit at playing it. Right, so we play...
All the way around, you dickhead.
Fucking fuck's sake! Alright. So we play 3 agent because this card's like actually good, and you kind of want to draw it. And people playing 2 are wrong. Like this card because this card's busted, and we play 3 of this card because drone agent's like the most common play, and you want to draw a drone agent. And then obviously we play our extender, we play our end board cards because these are good. Yeah, we play hand trap lineup, 3 Ash, 3 Draw, 1 Maxi, 3 Ogre. This card ended up being better than this card half the time, because most of the time in the mirror match they'll search once, you'll draw them, then they'll just go drone agent and end on like Helix with the with master plan, and like if they have a hand trap that's completely fine because you can't break them and the next turn they kill you. So this card was like good because it stops them like developing a board. Or like if they have like no cards, you can just play this on like resort and then they have nothing and then you win. And then obviously Maxi's like busted, and then these are just good against like everything. And then the Ashing Helix is pretty good. So thumbs up for 3 Ogre. Good card. And play 2 Gofu. Basically because I needed the 39th and the 40th card, and these are like the best 39th and 40th cards you can play.
So you just go trigger everyone by not playing 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
But 40 cards is better than 41 cards, and Gofu was your 39th and 40th card. We played 6 copies of Spyral Resort because you need to play 6 copies of Spyral Resort. We played 3 Machine Dupe, despite me not knowing Quick Fix Dupe on the Saturday, and then having to work it out on the train for Sunday. Ash Bait is pretty good in this deck, so, and when it goes off you win. So it's all good, isn't it? We played 2 Big Red because you search 1 turn 1, you play it turn 1, and then you search the second one off, and then if the game goes on longer than turn 2, you've probably won, just because you can Monster Reborn like back Helix, and then Helix out another guy, and then go from like 2 cards to about 7, and that's quite strong. So we played 2. 2 was correct. I never regret playing 2 all day. We played like the power spell. Well, this isn't a power spell, but this is nuts. It's like your 1 card combo, and then this obviously sends like the quick fix if you need it. Sends drones so you can like banish for super agent, or you know, sends whatever and makes stuff happen. So it's alright this. And then this because you want more agents. If you want to hit drone agents as much as possible, it helps playing as many agents as possible, and this is essentially super agent. So it's quite good. And then traps, we played the rescue because the combos are cool, and it lets you set up like MST and for your opponent's turn, and everyone likes popping result. And we played the wire, mostly because this list wants to go first, and I think going first is better, and then you make your play, and then they stop your play, but you have hand traps to back up the play, so it works out in the end. So obviously like, you wouldn't be able to search the wire, and then set the wire up so you have like Phoenix Wing Wing Blast in addition to hand traps. So yeah, the wire was pretty strong all day. Out Spyral Dragon too. And everyone likes out in Borrelo Dragon. And then extra, We play 2 double helix because it's got double in its name, so you meant to play like 2 copies.
How many times did you get cherried?
How many times did I get cherried? Round 8 I got cherried and had to beat the guy down with a 3500 attack quick fix with last resort. That was weird. And then I got cherries. I got cherries in another round that I won, and then I got cherries in Top Cut, which I lost. So that was sad. I could have won that game though, I think. Probably. Then we played 1 Link Spider, 1 Ib, 1 Link Gursu. This for the go-through combos, because it's kind of good. This for ending on boards, and also because this is the only non-Helix Link 2 I played, so this came up as a Link 2 half the time as well. Like, that was quite good. And this came up exactly once to draw me a card next to an Ib. I never needed to diamond die or anything, but it was quite good. Like, actually no, there was one time I had to diamond die. I had to diamond die my own rescue to like kill his firewall, and then I could like set up a rescue. I could set up like Big Red into Helix to chain the rescue when he like chained DD Crow. So that was quite cool. Then we have like the Deco Talker, because this card's really good, especially with Gofu. And then the Gaia, just so you have like a big booty. Having the second Link 3 with like these arrows also helps out for like combos and stuff, and then like firewall there, so that was good. 2 firewall, which you don't actually need. You can cut 1. I probably should cut 1 for Proxy Dragon, but you know. And then Borrowload is really good. Never came up for me all day, but he exists. He'd have put in work if I ever needed it, so that's alright. And we play the Ancient Fairy combo, so I mean, this card you kind of need for the Ancient Fairy combos with like Go Through Resort, and then obviously you need Ancient Fairy Dragon to do Ancient Fairy Dragon combos, so this was really good.
How come we didn't play Destrudo then?
Huh?
How come we didn't play Destrudo?
First of all, this is YCS London, and therefore you get a bunch of UK scrubs who are going to be playing tricksters, like that guy, so so you activate Destrudo against like Trickstars, you've probably lost, because they just burn you out. Also, space is an issue. I wanted to keep it 40 cards, and I think there's somewhere between 30 and 34 cards that you absolutely have to play. And then after that, it was about just making the deck consistent. I didn't want to like pop off and like destroy people, like blow them out. I wanted to be able to like grind there with them, because I knew I was playing 2 big red, so I knew I'd always be able to outgrind anyone playing 1 big red. So I don't know. It was just more cards, and if you play Destrudo, you have to play Ravine, which is 2, and then you have to play 3 set rotation, which is 5, and then you have to play Oracle, which is 6. So then you have to get like 6 extra cards in the deck, and that's just not fun. Then we've got the 2 rank 1s. You need 2 rank 1s for like various plays.
The only reason why I didn't play DD Crow Blow.
Because it's shit to draw DD Crow. Like, I was testing it for about an hour, and then I realised that drawing DD Crow actually sucks. It's so bad as a hand trap. Like, it only ever comes up if their only play is like Foolish Quick Fix Summon Agent, or if they or if they've already popped off and they're just big red in a guy back to go even further, then then DD Crow comes up. But at the end of the day, they still have a ball and they probably still have a hand trap, so you're still probably going to lose in that situation anyway. Or it's definitely it's a harder game to play. Dollahab is pretty crap, but he did come up like occasionally to just half a guy's attack and then lets your agent like run over everything. So you then like, I think it was a game where I had to run over an agent and a firewall and a guy in the same turn. So quick fix ran over one, and then Dullahan made agent run over the other, and then I just had board and one. And then obviously Princess Sprite, because adding cards from your deck to your hand is quite good, and milling quick fix is also quite good. Skill Drain, because Skill Drain's quite good. I played it once. It's okay, but getting into it, you're often already winning by the time you've made it anyway. But it exists as a nice option. So, looking back, I probably cut Firewall for proxy, but that's about it. Outside of that, it's alright. Side deck, so we played the Artifact Engine. This was quite good, but not as good as it should have been, in theory, because everyone had already seen the Dallas lists. About 80% of like top table spirals were like playing this, and what it meant was whenever your opponent would like just like be in the mirror match and sort of make something and then like set a card and pass, you'd always special agent. Like if they didn't have resort, you'd always special agent. You'd never hit the set card because you always knew it was just gonna be an artifact. Especially when they're just there like flipping it up every time, like looking at this card, like am I gonna like scold in this? I'm gonna scold in that. You just know it's an artifact. So like, no one ever popped them with agent, but they were okay. Like, I don't know if I'd still play them. I'd probably maybe like try Scoldings next event, just because everyone's still going to be popping Phantoms, and you can be like, nah, it's Scolding. Haha. So that's alright. Then we played the Strikes. These never came in all day. These should probably be Scoldings, to be honest. But in theory, the idea is you play against like Rogue and you smash Rogue, because not only are you playing a better engine, now you're playing actual trap cards. So Rogue dies to actual trap cards and it dies to your engine. So, but no, these should probably be Scoldings for the mirror. The mirror's more important. And we play board wipes because going second, you need a way to break a board. Even if like they have an IB out, if they have like the IB here and they have like a guy here and a guy here, like a firewall there for example, like Raigeki kills the IB and it kills off their firewall co-link, so that's still okay. Yeah, they were pretty good. We didn't main them because we want to go first, ideally, and going second cards in a deck that's designed to go first just seems really dumb when you like draw them in your opening 5. And you're like, what can I do with this Raigeki? Instead of it being like a wire that you can at least just set. And then obviously we played through Twin Twister. My round 3 anti-meta deck opponent that just played Fossil Diner and like What Giraffe and Thunder King Ryo and Banisher of the Radiance just lost to these. I got Dark Bribe when I tried to activate one chain into anti-spell, which was not a fun experience, but yeah, this card's pretty good. Oh, we played 2 Barrier. This beat Invoked once, and I didn't play, well I played Pendulum Magician once and beat him anyway, so I didn't need this card, but it was good. I'd probably play it again, just because Rogue still exists in all its various forms.
Have any stupid shout outs or shout
Oh, shout outs. I've got a shout out daily because he gave me a Baguska and he gave me a Machine Dupe on the Saturday morning when I couldn't find either of them. He also got an SJC Stein signed, was it in the end? And a DDS Blue Eyes? Which, okay. Shout outs to Team Shift, you know, Peterborough, like Luke Balkis especially, because he lent me some Ash Blossoms and I needed them. Well, he rented me them and said, Jacob, if you top, you don't have to pay for them. So we did alright there. And he sold me some Helixes. And then shout outs to my roommate testing flower cardies over there. Jack Collier, big up.
What have you actually done?
Right, this is a guy and this is Herald of Arclight.
That's done.
Obviously to Chris.
Ban level here.
And Chris for holding the camera. And obviously shout outs to Patriot lot. And then the Scunthorpe lot. Tyler Westerman, big up. There we go.
Right, that is it then.